Many people by default choose to remain sort of a remnant of their past, to just not undo some of the demons of a difficult first phase of living, that first day of living, or not to unfold the full potential of their potential good fortune early in their lives. Life becomes something they observe, not shape. Their joy becomes circumstantial. They outsource their happiness. Their identity gets outsourced as well. Maybe to a degree, when you ask someone at 45, tell me about yourself, and they say, I'm an auditor, or I'm a lawyer. A big part of their lives have been outsourced to a professional position. Very one-dimensional. Their deepest potential goes unrealized. They never made up their mind about that too. Drifting, deferring, waiting, blaming. Maybe very talented, but a candle in the wind nonetheless. And subtly, of course, they teach others how to treat them as well, by the way they treat themselves. As a seasoned gardener will always remind us, an empty piece of land will not just turn into a beautiful garden if you just leave it to its own devices. Whatever the potential of the soil, whatever the kindness of the weather, you will have to make that garden. But when you do step into that second day, when you take ownership, full ownership, not of the past only, but of what comes next in your life, you change the course of your life experience. Those who do it become scriptwriters of an alternative form of living. They become co-creators of a future that doesn't necessarily correlate with where they come from, or represent the voices around them. They become their own people. And from that moment on, they're not longer in a waiting game. They don't wait to be rescued or saved by time or luck. They become active participants in their own evolution. They start living, not just existing. That, we believe, on our side is the option of intentional living, claiming ownership of your day too in a remarkable way.